All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next speaker for the day. It gives me immense pleasure to invite on stage Mr. Shashikant Vishwakarma, Development Associate Manager, India of International Baccalaureate. Based in New Delhi, Mr. Shashikant Vishwakarma plays a pivotal role in guiding schools across the country as they explore and implement IB programs. With over a decade of experience in the education sector, including international education, assessment, and edtech, he brings a wealth of knowledge and insight to his work. His deep passion for global learning and commitment to educational excellence makes him a key advocate for the growth of IB recognition in India. Whether it's working closely with the school leaders, educators, or policy stakeholders, Shashikant is dedicated to empowering schools to deliver world-class education. With a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, let us please welcome on stage Mr. Shashikant Vishwakarma.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So I'm Shashikant Vishwakarma, Development Manager at IB in India. And I'm here to present the opportunity and challenges in the education landscape that is somehow resemble how IB operates in India as well. So before starting, I wanted to make this presentation more interactive. So can we have some hands up wherein you see the challenges in the education landscape in India so far? Are you agree with these points which are mentioned over here, or do you have any additional points to add on? Any volunteer? All right. So here, I'll continue since I don't see any volunteer. So there are certain educational challenges. What we see here is the need of the globalized education landscape. Gone are the days wherein we see education as a traditional way of teaching and learning. So as organizations like IB and Cambridge have come up with a completely a different pedagogy, wherein how they operate globally. Interpersonal skills and self-awareness play a vital role, not only with the teachers, but also with the students. The challenges remain with the student, which are exposed to increasingly complex challenges. And also with the Trump effect. Everyone knows that how the difference in access to the education opportunities are. We have seen the trade barriers, we have seen how the organizational landscape are getting impacted by the trade war which has happened now. And education industry is equally affected by that. So as the opportunities also lies in between, how the opportunities and how we can see the opportunities in Indian context. There are increasing demand of the global education, so as IB. And I'm happy to see a lot of IB school faces over here as well. Mumbai is the hub for IB education in India. There are a lot of schools which are offering the IB programs in Mumbai itself. If you see from the upper north, from Anantnag in J&K, from down and up to the down south towards Kochi, wherein schools are offering the IB program from west towards the east as well. Another opportunity is the global recognition of the program. The IB students stands out. The universities accepts the IB student not only overseas, but also in India. There is a mindset, there is a notion in the market that IB is only meant for those kids who are willing to go overseas. As per the official report of IB, 50% of the students remains in India. IB is an inquiry-based approach, wherein students are agents of their own learners. The quality of education is never compromised. What we prepare a global citizen. We prepare for the future. That's where the IB student makes an entirely different approach altogether, and they are acceptable globally. What is an IB education? We heard in the morning some of the educators were talking about the well-beings of students. Some of them were talking about the well-beings of the teachers as well. IB prioritizes those well-beings, not only for the student, but also for the teachers. So social and emotional learning is the topmost priority of the IB education. It is based upon the inquiry and holistic approach. As I mentioned, that students are becoming the agents of their own learning. They know they can have a choice what they want to learn and how they want to learn. The teachers are the facilitator. They don't teach in a traditional way. What the student want to learn, the teachers, the facilitators, curate those programs in that way. IB prepares students for the better world for the tomorrow. So what are the programs in IB? There are 5 different programs, rather it's mentioned 4 over here. So IB starts from very early stage. IB have its earliest program, primary years program, middle years, and diploma and career-related program. So the entire K-12 is being served by the IB in India. The whole program revolves around the learner's profile, which have 10 attributes. And if you'll see very carefully, all those 10 attributes are part of all the program itself. Now coming to the presence of IB, IB is not a new program in India. It was well started in the year 1968. The first IB school was started in 1970. The Kodaikanal International School was the first IB school in India. Globally, we have more than 6,000 IB World Schools, which are running more than 8,700 programs. In India, we have around 257 IB World Schools. If you see the program, we have also bifurcated how many IB schools are running which programs. Now coming to how you can become an IB World School. There are 3 stages to become an IB World School. The first stage is application, the second stage is candidacy, and the third stage is authorization. The entire process takes up to 2 years, or we can say up to 24 months, depending upon how the school progresses. IB is a program of rigor. So it's not easy to implement. That also comes in a challenge. That how important you as an educator understand the program, and also what is your willingness. That is the reason why sometimes IB sees as a difficult program to implement. But it also, a lot of things depend upon the school, that how your willingness is all about. During the application process, school submits a formal application to IB. We evaluate the application, and thereafter we provide the candidacy depending upon if the school fulfills the criteria. And up to 24 months, the school goes through a candidate process wherein IB assign a consultant as well as a program relationship manager to support the school. Professional development is one of the core of IB program. So IB will support you, IB will train your teachers as well. The third stage is the authorization. If everything goes well, your school can become an IB World School. So this is the process. If you see what are the timeline it entails, I have already explained the very first month will be for your application. Up to 18 months will be your candidacy, and the next 6 months will be for your authorization. Thank you so much. I hope I'm on time. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to address those questions. And you can reach out to me as well if you aspire to become an IB World School. Please remember, IB is not limited to Tier 1 or Tier 2 cities. As I mentioned, schools are there in Anantnag, schools are there in Kochi, schools are there in down south, down, and as well as west and the far east of India as well. Come and join the growth of IB in India. come and join us so that we can revolutionize the entire education landscape. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So that was Mr. Shashikant from IB. I would now request Mr. Anil Sharma to kindly felicitate Mr. Shashikant, Development Associate Manager, India for IB. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Shashikant Vishwakarma.